Well, howdy, y'all. There's part two of the free floating deck build. And free as in freestanding, not free as in free material. Although, actually, I can't say that for all of it because what I'm working on here is the decking. And actually got all of this for free a few years back. I was walking my dogs over in my mom's neighborhood one day and I saw some people tearing apart their deck to redo it, and I asked them what they were going to do with their materials, and they were going to throw it away, and I said I'd gladly take it from them because I noticed that the deck they were taking apart was under an awning as well, so I knew the wood would be pretty good, especially being cedar, and it's not cheap these days. So went back home, picked up the truck, came over, and took all the material, and spent a few days de-nailing it, or I think it was screws, taking the screws out, or no, it was nails, because screws would have come out, but they pried it up. I'm putting screws down, but they use nails. Anyway, yeah, just spent some time cutting off the rod ends, because even though it was under awning, the outer ends, constantly wet, so they got a little rotten. There's a few spots in the middle, too, that had to be cut out, but in general, cedar lasts pretty good, and our winters aren't too bad, and especially being under an awning, good stuff. So, yeah, saved me quite a bit of money because this stuff isn't cheap. But ideally, you want boards that would span the whole width, since it's only a 10-foot or 12-foot-ish deck. You can get those boards pretty easily, but I worked with what I got, and so I tried to break it up, in the middle section. Not dead on the middle with each board. I kind of offsetted. Because it's 24-inch on center, so I went one that was 7-foot-ish long, and the other side 5-foot long type, and back and forth. And then I wasn't sure if I was going to run out of that wood or not. So there's a few sections in the middle where there's just a 3 or 4 foot board to break it up, since we had some shorter pieces too, especially after cutting some rod off some of them. But wasn't sure if I'd run out. I think in the end I might have had enough to where I didn't have to do that, but didn't want to have to get near the end, near the base of the house, and have all these small janky boards. So we broke it up, and I guess I can use what I have left on the stair runners when it comes time to build some stairs. Yeah, it's just nice sitting here doing this in December. Longing for these days again where I can work out in the sun and do the cut-off sleeves and t-shirt and shorts, and have the dogs supervising out there with me in the sun. But we got a ways to go on that one. But it is what it is. And you can see here where I have the tapes on the cross bracing. Like I jacked up the deck on the last one and put some waterproofing material there. I did it here as well. Even though there's going to be an awning here, it's always good to have more protection, especially because I don't have pressure treated under here. Cedar on top, pretty weather resistant, plus it's stained. But underneath, any material that we can have to prolong the life, the better. So that's how we did with that one. And let's see. Poor Callie, not the most flight of foot dog. Oh, poor girl. I don't know if I've told you the story on Callie. I've had her for a few years now, but I got her from a bad situation. The situation I got her from wasn't bad, but they got her from a bad situation. The grandkid's friend, their friend's dad was beating her, and just didn't like her. So they took her, but they were in a trailer park that didn't allow pitties. So they found me, and I took her. And supposedly she had been hit by a car, and so her mind ain't so on point as it probably used to be. So that's why she does little things like fall trying to traverse a 2-foot gap. And I remember I had her once at my work, and I was working on the pool, and baby is running around the side of the pool, but Callie walks around and just walks straight into the pool, just like it was part of the sidewalk. So yeah, she's not the brightest bulb on the Christmas tree anymore, but we still love her nonetheless. Gives her a little more quirky cuteness, but helps me put up with her stinky breath. She got really bad breath, and no matter what I do, I can't get it to go away. I brush her teeth all the time. But anyway, back to the project at hand. So yeah, so we're just getting this done here. I think I run out of disc space here, cutting and screwing this down, but you get the point by this point. So we'll run out of that, and the last few feet we get done off camera. And being that it's springtime, we go from a day of sun and no sleeve shirt to rain, and I think it's still warm enough to wear shorts, but we're wearing a hoodie after this because it wasn't as warm. So here we are, and you can see the deck is wet from a rain, but we're working on the awning now, and here we're just nailing on the little hurricane strap 2x4 brace holder things, not sure what you call them. But yeah, I think I had to do this twice because I think I originally put them on the other side of the 4x4 because it was easier for me to stand on a ladder on the inside. But then I'm like, okay, it's angled down that direction, so you want to have, the 2x4s weren't catching the brackets in the right spot. So we turned it around and put it in the right spot, and then luckily it's on the right spot on this side of the 4x4 with ease to nail them in. And I spaced them out 24 inches on center. And then I put these 1x3s, I believe they are. You just get them at little packs of those at the Lowe's or the Home Depot. And then I just put a screw in each one. I probably should have, I think I had to pre-drill them and then screw in, because if I just went straight screws, and this wood's pretty dried out thin, it would, and not too wide, it would just crack. So getting these up there, and I put one in the center, one on each end, and then one in the span in between. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 spaces. If I did it again, I might spread it out to maybe 6, or loose, get them closer together, so there's just more bracing up there. But so far so good. I mean, I'm in the winter now. We've had some pretty gnarly windstorms, and the stuff I'm about to put up hasn't gone anywhere. It doesn't felt like it's been threatened by it, but I guess if you're living in Hurricane Alley or on the coast, Florida or somewhere, maybe do more. Plus, you'd probably want to get this secured to the house, even though in my neck of the woods, you're not supposed to brace it to the house when it's a mobile home. It has to be freestanding. But anyway, I just use this clear acrylic because I want a little, sun transparency to come through, sunlight to come through, keep it as bright as possible. You can go with green or whatever, and then it's more shade. Suppose if I lived in the desert somewhere that gets really hot, I would probably put more of a solid color there, so I'd have more of a shade structure. But here we get 3 months of weather that's too hot potentially, so got to keep it as bright as possible. Anyway, yeah, so these sheets, I got them at the depot or Lowe's or something. I think they're 2 feet wide by 12 feet long, so I do about 5 or 6 sheets. And I use those. Some people, you can get those little wavy pieces of wood that go in between so it matches up with all the ribs, but I just laid it on top and screwed it in. And here we're working on the railing. So what I did is I made a little template to where I'm putting metal bars up here. So I made a template, did some pre-screwing to where I knew where each bar is going to be, and then I used these thicker drill bits. I forget the tenon, or not tenons, whatever. Those drills, they're a little wide enough for these bars to fit in. And they fit in pretty tight, which is good on the bottom one. But learning here, I used the same size on the top, and trying to get them to sink in there, was not easy. So I go out and get the mallet, and I had to do some percussive maintenance on it, but then I realized I hit it too hard and pushed that bottom one out of the bracket. So then we just did some bracing under there. You can see some 2x4s underneath to hold it down, so I could really pound on these to get them to sink into place. So that was a big pain in the behind. So I think I learned my lesson on this one. I put the 2x4 spacers in to know where the brackets are, and then do the same with the little template here, and put a screw on one side so that it doesn't move around. Put the little drill bit, and then I think they're mortise bits. I think that's what they're called. And did them a little bigger on this one. Got all these bars from the Habitat store. A lot of the ones you buy off like Amazon or any other site, they'll have little pieces that you can screw down so you don't have to put holes in the bottom or top brace, and they click into place. But these were the Habitat special, where just bars, no other pieces, so they were cheap. I think I got them all for like $7 a pack. And I decided to use a bigger drill bit on the top, and so it fit a lot easier. And now we're trimming up the outer ends here so that we can get our railing in. Use a little pole saw when we got closer to there. And same thing on the outer end. And just trim it up so that end's going to have a gate and not just railing. Yeah, so we're doing a bigger span here. So we had to use my little template in more than one spot. So I had to do some... Forgot about that. Sometimes I dance, sometimes I sing, and then sometimes we just use jazz hands. I think I was rocking out to some Christopher Cross that day, so I was feeling the groove. But anyway, dust off, and yeah, so we had to figure out where it kind of everything would even out and not look awkward spacing wise. And yeah, it was cedar. Smells really good, but man, using that cedar is really dusty, so I had to use the dust mask when we were drilling that out. But yeah, like again, the bottom ones are pretty tight, so we used a little rubber mallet to seat them, and the top one's a little bit bigger. So, and then one good thing to do is like once you get the left side in, you screw it down so then you can put more pressure on it and not have it worry about it popping out. So kind of work it in as it goes down the line. Then I had these 4x4 posts just to brace everything up and put them on there with some little brackets on each corner of it to make it fit in there a lot better. And then we cut these. I had some 4x4 posts from who knows what projects, and just cutting those at little angles and secure them into place just so you have a little more strength. And the other corners, I cemented them in post. But here, you can just like drill your post into the side there because it's just, hand railings here. But since we're going to have a gate on there, I needed them to be a little bit stronger. So I didn't go with the full-on cementing bases down below, but I had these cinder blocks. So we just set them onto that, leveled it up. I did a few screws from the back end, and then I used some pretty thick deck bolts, a couple on each side. So it's a lot sturdier because you'll have some hand weight and gate weight on those. And yeah, so we're just putting some brackets in here. I just, made a little rectangle out of 2x4s for a swinging gate, and then I think I ran out of tubes from the Habitat store, so I did have to get some from Amazon. So as far as this part of the project, you won't see those being put in until the breakdown at the end. And then we cut out some little pieces here for 2x6, little railings for the top, so you can set your drinks or whatnot, or your elbows on there when you're out there looking at nature. But yeah, I hope you liked it, and we'll give it a little breakdown on the current situation. All right, so I left you off there. I think that was late spring, early summer, and now we're in the middle of December, and I just sprayed this off to get the debris that's off it. But come spring, I get to pressure wash it because I didn't have time to paint and stain it, or I didn't take the time, I should say, over the summer. So we got some mold growing here, mossy stuff. So we'll pressure wash this, and I'll probably do a similar grayish color for the decking. It's a little bit lighter than that, which is fine. And then the railings and whatnot, I'll probably paint the same color as the house. But yeah, this is what it looks like as it sits. This has been nice to be able to stand out here when it's raining and not get soaked. Although we do get condensation on there, so it kind of slowly drops here. So the deck's not always completely dry. And then even though I do have this up above the roof and out a bit, we still get a little splash in here. So I'll probably put some like a flap over that, either plastic or some of the roofing material that I have left, so that it doesn't splash up here. And then hopefully that'll help it be a little drier. And then I have to reseal this because we get a little drop out of that. Got to clean the gutter. Yeah, this is what it looks like. Just got some angles in there, some brackets everywhere. The neighbors gave me this. I'm gonna probably get rid of it. And because I want to put a shelf right here for plants, and actually I probably want to put a box up here for like little garden tools and stuff. Maybe down below some, and put some cubby holes for shoes and whatnot. So we'll see. I got plenty of other things to do. Before that, this is what it looks like. Don't pay attention to the scooter. And let's see here. Yeah, this I need to put a lock on it, but it kind of sits on it so it has pressure sitting on it so it stays closed when I want it to. And yeah, I'll put stringers down here to put stairs at some point, and then actually want to have a ramp like this, but I'll make a proper one instead of this janky old thing. But we'll have stairs under it so it can be moved and removed. But the dogs like coming up on that, so that works. But here it is for now, and we'll finish it up probably next spring, summertime, and then we'll make one last video on this aspect of the project. But yeah, hope y'all liked it, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, take care, y'all.